Hello, gang. Welcome back to the Mindcrack, where today we are abandoning all sorts of logical consistency with where we're storing stuff, because stuff just gotta go out of the inventory at this point, man. I'm keeping the light blue dye, you can't stop me. Of course. Sleep through the night. Today on Go L Yourself, it is time to go candelabra ourselves. First, let's go do a wellness check on Sir Sniffs a Lot. Make sure that he's feeling on the level. Oh, Mr. Sniffer. Mr. Sniffer. He's over here. God knows where he is now. Hey, do we have multiple turtles here? Need y'all to do a little something for me. Yeah, we do. Damn it, we don't have shears. Why did I put away my shears? Okay, well, we're about Turtle Lake later. Let's find the sniffer. I didn't realize you could just pick up turtle eggs like that. Kinda crazy, if you ask me. Listen, there he is. Are you stuck? Are you gonna sniff up something? Torch flower, maybe? Perhaps. With your massive nostrils that could be easily confused for eyes. You sniffed over here before, sir. So I don't really know exactly what you're hoping to achieve, but okay. Fare thee well. Anyway. We're off. So, trying to see the ancient city. So yeah, we're looking for, still looking for the high Z content. Just gonna see if we can get a little closer through Le Overworld. So we're gonna do the candles today. That is my goal. And we left a lot of shit at the ancient city. And in addition to that, we need to skulk out. We need to get a lot of skulk stuff with the silk touch. So we have a reason to visit. But yeah, we were there because we were on Armor Trim Mania 6 months ago. So how's everybody doing today? I want to talk about a few topics today. I want to talk about how everybody's obsessed with lore these days. You know, everybody's crazy about lore. Everything's got to have lore, all right? And I don't think there's any person that's immune to it. Okay, you know, all these comic book movies are coming out, and people are more excited about the cameos and the connections and the sly, subtle references that get people to go, yeah, woohoo, lore. You know, like when Willem Dafoe in Spider-Man No Way Home said, I'm something of a scientist myself, but someone literally like whooped and hollered in the theater where I was seeing the movie. I was like, my friend, what are we doing? What are we about? It's almost like, oh, hello, okay. It's almost like people they're less excited for a story at all. The lore. It's gotta. I just need to devour. Just need to devour it. Let's look. All these movies have all this complicated lore, such back to different TV shows in the century of our pop culture landscape. So you got to keep up with. But it's not just limited to your typical nerdy things. Because I think way more people are nerds than they think they are. People can absolutely be nerds about sports. Have encyclopedic knowledge like football. They're like, oh, I'm not a nerd. Well, you're a nerd about that. But even sports are obsessed with lore. Every new NBA player that comes along, it's all like, well, yeah, but is he as good as this guy from 40 years ago? I mean, let's compare where he stands in the pantheon with these guys from 40 years ago. It's at some point it's just like, yeah, in order to understand the NBA, you got to understand Michael Jordan and Kareem and Magic and Bird and all these. Yeah, you have to have a knowledge. You have to have a knowledge of the lore, which is kind of absurd. Okay, so hold on, 6817 divided by 8. 852. Okay. Well, the question is there a closer one than that right there? No. Nope, we're still going the wrong way. Back it up. Let's take a visit to our neighbor, who I always get confused as me. Yeah, so who's the greatest quarterback of all time? Is Patrick Mahomes, Coda Radar, is Patrick Mahomes as good as Tom Brady? Where do they measure up with Joe Montana? It's the same, it's lore. And then you've got, all the big pop music artists now. I mean, it's not like, I don't think, Taylor Swift's not really in the music business anymore. You could say that Marvel's not in the movie business anymore. They're in the lore business, and movies, my friend, are but a vehicle. Okay, well, we still got a ways to go, but we're a little closer, so it was worth it, maybe. Look. I won't do it. Because I need 2 more to get to the other star anyway. Won't do it. Yeah, you say that Marvel's just in the lore business. But I think Taylor Swift is just in the lore business. What are people more excited for? More new Taylor Swift music? There's a fuck ton of Taylor Swift music. People are still jamming to Taylor Swift music from 10 years ago. No. What people are more excited for is an entry into Taylor Swift's cinematic universe. That's what people want. Our friends like, oh, I can't wait for the Travis album. Good or bad, I'm gonna be unhinged and the Travis album comes out. I mean, that's a real thing that a very reasonable friend of mine sent me. No, it was not soccer. So, her songs are, it's a double album because you gotta, and what people are most excited for is analyzing the words to see, which person do you think she's talking about here? Oh, do you think the song's, who do you think the song's about? Which one of her relationships does does this song refer to? You know, even Beyonce's new album was like, yeah, this is a serious, like, there's a lot of, like, heavy cultural, you know, political things going on here. The actual music is less important than, like, the statement of Black Woman Country album, which is cool. Which is cool, don't get me wrong. Which is cool, but, you know, it's all lore. It's all fucking lore, dude. I'll also say extremely literal songwriting has never been my jam. I think that maybe this is, you know, actually it's unfair. I was gonna say this is why I don't like rap, but I actually think the best rap artists don't really have this problem of super literal songwriting. Like you know, the Kendrick Lamar Drake beat. When you strike an accord, it's probably A minor. I mean, that's, you know, God tier. That's godly right there. You know, that's better just singing like, "You are a creep who talks to teenage girls." You know, I think that's another problem with a lot of the Taylor. It's like it's too literal. It's too literal. You know, Florence would never. I mean, if you want to listen to some, you know, extremely good 1-2 punch, I think does, you know, what Taylor's trying to do personally better than I think Taylor also did, just like rock music more. The end of the Dance Fever album, the songs The Bomb and Morning Elvis. When she did the deluxe album, she put the song Mermaids in between those two songs. I think that is a colossal error. Rare Florence L. The 1-2 close of The Bomb and Morning Elvis, because they're not like rock songs at all. When I first heard the album, I was like, kind of don't know what's going on. You know, the Bomb's kind of got some like melancholic island energy on it, but it's absolutely risen to be one of my favorite songs on the album. And believe it or not, those two songs relate heavily to the end of the greatest season of Doctor Who, one of the greatest seasons of television ever put out, Series 9 of Doctor Who, in the finale episode, Hell Bent. I mean, I've been waiting to talk about this for a while, but, you know, the song The Bomb closes with the lines, "Sometimes you get the girl, sometimes you get a song," which is exactly what happens to the Doctor at the end of that season, where he does not get the girl in Clara, but he instead gets her song, where he plays her like her theme or character's, you know, instrumental theme music. He plays it non-diegetic. Did I get it backwards? Whatever. He actually plays it in universe on his guitar, the music that we've just been hearing, you know, as the score for the TV show. So he does in fact get the song instead of her. And the whole thing is like, you know, you're only addicted to the danger, like things like buildings fall, and that's the only thing that turns you on. You know, the whole part at the end of Clara's arc is that she gets way too addicted to the danger and the chaos, and eventually burns her and kills her, sort of. So it kills her eventually. The Doctor gives her a bit of a reprieve. So, yeah. And then you're like, well, Gardax, how does Morning Elvis relate? You know, songs about Florence one time before she went sober being so miserably hungover that she couldn't join her band, her crew, on a plane flight to Memphis. Well, the final scene of Hellbent takes place in a faux, you know, stereotypical 50s American diner with a big-ass painting of motherfucking Elvis. He's right there. We got Elvis right there. Probably overdue for an Elvis episode of Doctor Who. Doctor and Elvis. That'd be sick. Shooty got one. Austin Butler were both on Masters of the Air together. Make it happen. Also, during the Elvis movie, you left out the part where Elvis had an adventure with the Doctor. Anyway, I'm just being ridiculous. But still got about 1,000 blocks to go, y'all. No one lives out here for good reason. Anyway, yeah, I think extremely literal songwriting is it's a problem. Like, now the infamous, like, Taylor Swift was like, I'd live, if I could choose a decade to live, I'd choose like the 1820s without all the racism. And it was like, you know, you didn't have to say those words. You don't have to say those words. It's not as bad as the governor of South Dakota voluntarily coming out in her book and saying, yeah, I got a dog that was untrainable, so I fucking shot it in the face. Yeah, I shot that dog in the fucking face, and I'm proud of it because, you know, I don't let the bleeding heart liberals get me down. You know, I take action. If that action means shoot my dog, I shoot my dog. And everyone's like, this woman is a psychopath. And it's like, well, she's a Republican, so. But, yeah. But anyway, I just think, you know, it's like everything's a cinematic universe now, from the new pop music albums to your newest movies to, it's all about, you know, what connections can it make to the lore. There's not too many movies or album or big popular, at least, that don't seem to be wrapped up in kinds of extremely complicated cultural contexts. I mean, even you got the Kendrick Lamar situation, which is basically saying, like, listen, there's a lot that's going on here that I can't exactly comment on, but he's basically saying that Drake is not truly a member of black culture, which woo, that one's not for me to decide, obviously, but yeah, yikes. So, are there any people out here that are rejecting new lore? Well, it's my favorite, and she's British somehow, because, I don't know, the British just have their finger on the pulse when it comes to everything except, you know, everything to do with their politics. But, other than that, and I'm not here for Harry Potter either. I was never a huge Harry Potter guy, and I understand how Harry Potter was extremely important in people's lives, and the new Hogwarts Legacy game shattered records. Everybody said it was cool, and, you know, listen, it's just J.K. Rowling and just one person, but she is Harry Potter. It is J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, and she spends all her time dedicating herself to hating trans people. She spends all her waking time thinking about them, trying to put them down, you know, harm them. That is all she does. So it is very difficult for me to look at Harry Potter with a big old smile and say, fun wizard show, when I know the woman at the center of this is causing very real harm to people. So, you know, hey, I'm not, you know, I know some friends of mine that are probably farther left politically than I am, who are still totally fine with Harry Potter, as they just like Harry Potter, and you do you. But not gonna be me. I'm, of course, talking about, I mean, she's also Albanian, but talking about Dua Lipa, who, you know, I'm not a huge pop person, but when she, like, blew up during the pandemic, her songs were really good. And one of the things that I love most, like, I can appreciate really smart, clever lyrics to a song, like The Bomb that I mentioned earlier. I don't think The Bomb is like a bop. You know, I'm not. Oh, I have overshot. How did that happen? I'm not out here bopping to The Bomb. You know, it's not. If I went clubbing, I wouldn't be like, turn up the bomb. Give me the bomb. Here it is. These leaves still not decayed. Bomb. 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 No bomb. Mo Bamba. So yeah, listen, lyrical genius is very important. But I think the things that I like most about songs are the beat. And Dua Lipa knows how to throw down a fucking beat. It's kind of crazy that this is her actual name. It's not like a thing she came up with. That's her name. I know it just sounds so much like it can't be someone's name, but it is. It's Albanian. And you know, you got Taylor Swift over here releasing, 40 songs a year, and it's all about her cinematic universe. And then Dua Lipa's like, yeah, I got my first album in 4 years. First album since I blew up during COVID. Oh, my third album ever. Here it is. It is 37 minutes long. I think Taylor Swift's got 37 tracks on her album. I mean, I'm not really here for the armor with the curse on it. I'll take the records. A true Minecraft player just can't let records sit idly by. And the amethyst shards. I need to go make me some tinted glass. Almost could use copper. Silk touch hoe. Okay. So yeah, let's experiment, shall we? Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's get out here. Yeah, 37 minutes. That's it. That's all she's got for us. She's like, do you want some fucking 37 new minutes of dance pop every 4 years? And I'm like, yeah. That's fine by me. Okay, yeah. Because what I love about music most of all is a good beat. Give me that good beat. Okay, I already have gold catalyst. Unfortunately, I probably broke all the other guys. If we see diamond or any emerald ore, we'll take a look. No. Oh, it is just the Shrieker. No, Lily of the Valley is a weird one. I don't know if we're ever finding Pig Step unless they expand their society. This thing's about to break too. How do I... Minecraft show tooltips. Show F3H. Forgot exactly what it was. Oh god. Guys shouldn't have seen anything there. Well, apparently, is that not an option for me, everyone? It might not be an option for me because dumb Max shit was happening. I'll take the dumb Max shit L on that one, okay? I think I got all the shriekers, but it's a large world. Here's some candles. That's what we're about. Oh, but they're all white candles. I think you can just re-dye candles, so no skin off my back. I do need to find another ancient city, unfortunately, due to there being no enchanted apples here. Yeah, I mean, I sure thought I cleaned this place out, man. Cleaned her out. Listen, if you can re-dye them, get me the actual candles, not the white candles. Thank you. Next. Ay, caramba. Yeah, I'm not seeing much undiscovered country here. At least got the Skulk vein. Made it worth my time, but yeah. I think there's no chest up there. It's just a place, just a pillar, decorative pillar. Man, I looked back to get the coordinates for this place. Ancient City video was 2 hours, and that was edited down. Whoa, that was very fun. Fun experience. Like, on top of everything else, I don't think the wardens have to blind you. Like, everything else is bad enough. Constant wittering of these clowns. Oh boy. Take far too much effort to deal with. did get the skeleton head, right? I mean, I was just on that tab, and yet here I am going to click through every tab, even ones that I know aren't it. Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, looking like this place is really Enchanted Apple devoid. Devoid. Oh well, we got what we came for. Candelabras. Journey home time. And a shit ton of records. Clog my inventory. Yeah, seriously. Anything else of note? I mean, I can always use coal. Other than that, I think we are good to proceed, Le Capitan. Those shears might be helpful. Shear up. It's a long climb to surface. Yeah, so we're gonna have to find the second ancient city at some point. Maybe they'll extend the border when the new update comes out. I don't know. I don't think we can officially move on here. God. Shoot the Enderman, I dare you! Fucking Enderman. Pathfinding can't do stairs. There's a zombie in the staircase. Wow, that's actually smart as fuck skeleton. He went all the way up those stairs. Credit where credit is due. I'll just nab this copper because copper stuff is next. I know we have to do the bees. Have to do them right. Taking the shortcut with the candles. I'll have to build a apiary and get honey bottles and shit. So, okay, where are we going? Where are we going? No, that was not attempted to TARDIS. There is still undiscovered country out there. Gotta say, there be country that is not discovered. So, you know, that's cool. See, I've already lost all reference to where on the map I live. Here. I wish. There's a nice cherry grove there. No, because I would have explored there. Jeez. Okay, look. Negative 7482. That's correct. Let's just go into overworld route. Trying to find Kono Tyran's place. Could pause the video and check the recording, but my final piece on lore is, look, I like getting to lore is fun, but lore should always be, it should never be the central focus. It should be like the second level. I'm not trying to like gatekeep lore, but I'm saying I think it becomes healthy when lore becomes the top priority. That's all. That's not what you want to see. Lore take it over from distracting from everything else is a problem. Big problem. And in general, I also think fans should just avoid being toxic about people they're a fan of. And avoid parasocial relationships. You know, people are toxic about different things. It's all the same toxicity. It's all the same mess, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, most men and some women are toxic about their sports teams and their favorite sportsman. And a lot of times I've found on the internet, the most toxic people about reality television stars on the internet tend to be women who identify women that they stan on these reality TV shows, and they hate anybody who goes against who they chose to stan. Just doesn't seem particularly healthy. I think men do this too, but what I'm saying is these are men and women doing the same toxic behavior, just different places where they put it. And we're like, oh, you know, men are so stupid with their sports. Like, who cares? You know, sports ball, Lamau. And men are like, oh my god, I can't believe, you know, they care about the fucking Bachelor. I mean, how fucking pathetic. And yeah, you're doing the same shit. It's the same shit. Although, personally, the love-based reality shows kind of have an ick factor for me that I can't shake. I'm just like, it's just ain't it, man. Just ain't it. Anyway. I do enjoy, though, when people have a chance to take a good laugh at themselves. So I've gotta once again respect Sir Thomas Edward Brady. Isn't this the third? Isn't that what his name is or some shit? I don't know. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback ever, not a debate, etc. He's won 7 Super Bowls. No team has won 6 Super Bowls on their own. So. Yeah. I'll explain some stuff about why people talk about him like they talk about him. But he went out and he let himself get Netflix roasted for 3 hours. And people did not hold back except talking about Nick Foles, who apparently Brady just refuses to acknowledge as a real person. You know, about his marriage, his crypto, you know, other people that he's worked with and been close with catching shit ton of strays. And I always have a lot of respect for people who are willing to go out there. Okay, will this work? Needed. Just need to get the Beehive. Not like the Beyonce fans, but the Beehive. So he went out there, took a lot of hits, And you know, Tom Brady with the Patriots is like the most evil man on the planet. Like, you just hated him so much. The same way, and now Patrick Mahomes comes across as a better guy, a better person than Tom Brady did at his prime. Patrick Mahomes just kind of comes off as like a goofball. So you really have to take the hate to his like TikToker sexually assaulting brother and his cringe-worthy girlfriend, but wife. But his greatness is undeniable. He seems like a cool, well-adjusted person. Yeah, but Brady just always seemed like an asshole. Like his famous, you know, when the Patriots were undefeated going to the Super Bowl, and when the Giants player said you only score like 27 points, and Brady like actually just burst out laughing. He's like, I only scored 27 points, they only scored like 20 points. Like, not even close. They only scored 14 points, 17 points. So it just seemed like a lot of arrogance. I mean, he's definitely been always a guy to want to be with the fashionable. He's want to be cool and fashionable. You know, that's what Peyton Manning talked about when he was out there. He's like, you'll never catch Peyton Manning dead at the Met Gala. It's just happening right now. She says, I don't know. You see your favorite celebrities dressed up, and a few people are wearing just some hideous fucking shit. And we're all just supposed to look there at celebrities and go, ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I don't quite get the Met Gala, if that wasn't clear. You know, look, it is what it is. Some people love it. That's cool. Sorry, I was looking again at the map, make sure I'm staying on track. But anyway, I have to respect a man to go out there in front of all of society and let people rip into him. You know, ever since Brady went to Tampa Bay and then beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, you know, I'm kind of alright with Brady after he went to Tampa Bay. I love Tom Brady. I love he'll always be known as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Florida man. I don't recall him going to Michigan. I don't recall him playing New England. I remember Tom Brady, the Tampa Bay Buccaneer, who got so drunk at the Super Bowl parade on the boats, he was flipping the Lombardi Trophy between boats. And being held up by the Buccaneers' longtime third-string quarterback. That's my guy. So, you know, always got to respect when people are willing to go out there and take it. I don't think Drake's can do one of those anytime soon, though. I think that'd be an unwise decision from Mr. Drake. I would not recommend him participate in any roasts in the future. Just me. So it's a big week, you know. Here in Denver, we're lucky. Both of our basketball and hockey teams are in the second round. Let's see. This happened in 2019, where both of them lost in Game 7 that year in the second round. That sucked. Yeah, it happened in 2020 in the bubble. Both made the second round in the bubble. Happened in 2021 as well. Didn't happen the past 2 years. Yeah, happened in 2021 as well, where the Avs started 6-0 in the playoffs, and then they lost 4 straight games, and were gone. That was bad. But very lucky. New York does have double the teams, but they've done it with both the Madison Square Garden teams, the Knicks and the Rangers. Boston, unfortunately, has done it with the Celtics and the Bruins. Boo! And Dallas has done it. Now, I mean, nothing will be last year where both Miami teams in football and hockey both made it all the way to the finals. Both sports, and they both lost. Tough. Wish the hockey team would have won. Of course, my team beat the basketball team, so that was fine by me. Am I going the wrong fucking way? I sure am. When did that happen? Listen, this is a 90-minute episode. It's a longer episode. My last one was a little shorter. This is Comp's favorite content. Right here. That's F3 screen up. This is what it's all about. Yeah, I know about the mod, but I don't have fucking time for this. I don't do mods. Is it in the game? Don't speak to me. I don't want the beehive. So we got that going. The Nuggets are already down 0-1 to the Timberwolves. I think whoever wins the series might win the championship. I'm not gonna lie, it would sting if the Timberwolves win the championship. They've kind of emerged as our new rival. They're engineered to beat us. I think it's going to be a long-term threat. I mean, I can't be that mad because the state of Minnesota, they haven't even had a team reach the finals. I think I mentioned this last time outside of the WNBA, which is not yet at major pro sports league status in my book. I think it will one day be there, but maybe sooner than you think, but not right now. Since 1991, so listen, those guys would. I mean, I'm just glad we didn't lose to the Lakers because round one loss means we're kind of fraudulent. I don't think there'd be much shame in losing to Timberwolves, but it would still sting. It would still sting for a bit. Kind of be like when the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup and then Vegas the next year won the Stanley Cup. It was like, fuck. Yeah, the Avalanche are playing the Dallas Stars. God willing, we'll beat those fuckers. So Avalanche in 2019, eliminated by San Jose, coached by Pete DeBoer. Avalanche in 2020, eliminated by Dallas. Avalanche in 2021, eliminated by the Vegas Golden Knights, coached by Pete DeBoer. Now in 2024, we are playing the Dallas Stars, coached by Pete DeBoer. And this man, who's not won the Stanley Cup, Pete DeBoer, not won the Stanley Cup, is 8-0 in Game 7s. 8-0! 8-0. What the fuck, man? It's not supposed to happen. So, hope it doesn't go 7, obviously. So that's happening. I saw the movie The Fall Guy on Sunday. Fun time at the movies. Just gonna say this. Has anybody ever been more attractive than Emily Blunt in that movie? I'm not sure. Like, everything. Her personality in the movie. The outfits they had her in. Just, her. Unreal. Very shallow thing to say, I know. But truth is the truth. Truth is the truth. But the big thing that's coming on Friday, down on Friday, it's coming out on Friday in America and Saturday in Britain, and the British people are gonna lose their fucking minds. They're like, what? I have to avoid spoilers if I don't stay up and watch it at midnight? And I watch it with my family at tea time, as they say. You know, some British are, look. Some people are weirdly protected about themselves. I was also thinking about a comment from a guy who's actually a big Denver sports fan, who's also I've seen in the Jeopardy subreddit, who was like, oh, I'm just worried Jeopardy, I miss Jeopardy being a niche thing. You know, I don't want Jeopardy to become popular. I liked our little Jeopardy thing we got going on. My brother in Christ, Jeopardy is like the nation's most popular television show. Jeopardy is not niche. Yeah, and Doctor Who airs at prime fucking time on the channel in the United Kingdom. Doctor Who, it might be niche in America, but that might change the new Disney Plus deal, but that is not niche. So stop being weird. No, but the British people are like, well, I may have to go off social media, and for like 6 or 8 hours, I have to be avoiding spoilers. Oh my God. It's the end. It's the end times. This is the worst. This is the worst. Is it just all for Americans now? Even though the show is entirely made in Britain by entirely British people, casting entirely British actors, with plot lines set almost entirely in Britain. Oh no. And they're like, oh, but it might split up the community, because you're going to have the people that watch at midnight and the people that watch on BBC One are going to be coming in a few hours later, so you're not going to have the immediate discussion. Well, what about the fucking international fans? I don't remember if I've had this conversation, but I'm just having, this is the last time I'm going to talk about it, but it's like, well, yeah, what about the international fans who normally air at like, 11 a.m. for me here, and then it wouldn't air until like 7 p.m. Well, do you not give a shit about me coming in late to the conversation? Do you not care about me? All the Americans, other international fans, and, God forbid anybody remembers the Australians exist. It's like the meme of, the parent. This was how it used to be, Doctor Who. The parent lifting up their child in the water, in the swimming pool, and that was Britain. And the other child was sitting there crying because they weren't being acknowledged, and that was America. And then the skeleton sitting in a chair dead underwater was Australia. Like Australia, it did used to air on like a free channel in Australia, and now it's on Disney Plus, which is unfortunate. It's not like Disney Plus is that much. So kind of an L there for Australia, but I mean, especially the previous era, Doctor Who aired on Sundays. They were having like Doctor Who Mondays. Ugh. Ooh, no thank you. So yeah, now they get Doctor Who at the same time as everybody else. That's a fucking home run for them. Yeah, they'll probably get that Saturday night prime time. So, look. It's a global show now. You're all just going to have to live with it. You're all just going to have to live with it. So I'm excited. I rewatched Shooty Gatwa's first episode. It's good. It's good. I'm a little tired of, look, there's a little mystery around the companion, but everybody always brings up Clara because that's the last, everybody stopped, they watched Matt Smith. Here's how everybody watched Doctor Who, okay? Doctor Who came on Netflix and Matt Smith was the Doctor. Everybody got into it and he was the Doctor. They went back and on Netflix they watched David Tennant's old seasons. When Matt Smith stopped being the Doctor, they stopped watching Doctor Who. So the last thing anybody fucking remembers is Clara in Series 7, which, yes, it's not the best thing, and the whole Impossible Girl thing, don't think it was the best mystery and was definitely a little overdone, but that is by far the hardest they've ever gone into a companion mystery storyline. And people always use the phrase, the mystery box storytelling. I don't know, for some reason that phrase always, like, you know, raises my hackles. I get my hackles raised by that. I don't know, people saying mystery box storytelling always feels to me like it's just a way to criticize something. Also say, well, it's like you know, they're doing a mystery box kind of storytelling, you know. It just feels like people trying to sound intelligent to me. Anyway. It's fine, people. Calm down. I will tell you this. There are some people out there, and it's already clear, and they've already basically said as much, that this is the end of the line for them at Doctor Who. There are a lot of people who this is game over. Like, the amount of people, like, Shooty Got was final, so it's like, it's an 8 out of 10. It's good fun. It's nothing spectacular. You know, I'm still getting used to his performance, I'll admit. And I'm not trying to sound awful here. It's the same thing that happened with Jodie Whittaker. You know, at first it was like, you couldn't conceive of the Doctor being a woman. You couldn't. It was kind of really hard to conceive of that. And even though I don't think she's the best Doctor or anything, and her era definitely had a lot of problems, and I think maybe she's a slightly bigger part of it, people admit, by the end of Jodie Whittaker's time, she was 100% affirmatively the Doctor, and completely opened a whole new world of imagining who the Doctor could be. Like, there's no question anymore that a woman could be, like, so... That I think, yeah, how do we do the tinted glass? You're still going to be seeing the ramifications of that for a while. But, you know, Shooty Got was the first black guy to be the Doctor. He's the first, you know, unless William Hartnell was covering up something we didn't know about. First, you know, gay person to be the Doctor. There, a completed glass. Big deal. Big deal. And his Doctor feels different than all the other Doctors, which is good. You still don't have all this nether brick shit? Damn. Okay. Well, that's something on the list. You don't want the Doctor to just feel like someone who's been done before. Like, what's the point if he was just fucking David Tennant again? There is no point. Oh, you can't. Okay. Well, maybe we should have gotten a few more candles. If we don't get them all, we can easily... We're going to have to do the full B thing. So... It's fine. Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we'll skate by. Yeah, need yellow. So his Doctor feels different. And this new tone, some people call it like Gen Z Doctor. I kind of don't like that framing because it kind of makes it sound like it's not for everybody. But the show's always not fucking... Like, old school? Like old times? Did that take my item? I kind of think it just took my item, guys. Is there a yellow candle bug? Oh no, my yellow candle. I don't think it did, though. I don't think it did. Like, there's some people who are just like, yeah, you know, Shugawa's first episode was utter shit. Pure shit. I can't believe possibly thinking that. I haven't watched it again. Like, I don't know how you could look at that episode and think it was horrible. I truly don't know. I truly don't know. Hey, you know, some people aren't up with the system, and that's fine, I guess. Good. I hope this would be the case. So, yeah, do what you gotta do, I suppose, but if you don't like the show, you can hop off now. And of course, there's the people who aren't real Doctor Who fans who are like, literally anytime a non-white person is in anything, they're like, oh, DEI hire. Don't take those people seriously. Those people are unserious. They should be mocked publicly. Public mocking to those people. Talk about not serious people, because that's what they are. Yeah, I think it took my yellow candle, man. Y'all saw it. Okay. No chipping. Need to use it more. Yeah, wasn't there something? Yeah. No. Just happened to notice this. What do I not have for the carrot on a stick? I don't know. Oh, you need to do the fishing rod first. LOL. LOL. Ta-da. Okay, what are we at? 11:59. 11:59. We are making progress. Next time, I think it's got to be. See that we can do. It's got to be cop. It's got to be copper and bees. Ugh. Some of the stuff, it's like there's a reason I haven't done it yet, but it's a lot of items. A lot of items. Oh, all the different amethyst shards are different items. Oh boy. Okay. I think we know where Geode is. So, anyway, that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. And we gotta get the bees to get the wax. So that makes sense. All right. So we got 19 items today. Making progress. 11:59. Okay, not much. Very short Wikipedia page. Ain't shit that happened in 11:59. Year of nothing. There's only one birth. Okay. And okay, I'm just gonna read all 4 events because one of them is not even. Okay, here we go. We do have 5 deaths. September 7th, Pope Alexander III succeeds Pope Adrian IV as the 170th Pope. Cool. The Heiji Rebellion breaks out in Japan, not to be confused with the Meiji Restoration. And look, this isn't even true! I click on the wiki page for the Heiji Rebellion. It says it started January 19th, 1160. So that's not even right. So that's wrong. So one of these 4 events didn't even happen in that year. Tunis is reconquered by the Normans. Good job, Normans. I guess. And then the last one, approximate date. Churchman Richard Fitzneel is appointed Lord High Treasurer in England. Chancellor of the Exchequer, which is still office today, that he'll hold for almost 40 years. And that's just an approximate date. They don't know. It could have been 1158 or 1159. They don't know. So we've only got two things. Let me click on Tunis here. Is that even confirmed? Oh, it was reconquered from the Normans by the Muslims. Great work, Muslims, I guess. Okay, as the sun sets on this episode, I'm glad I had topics today. I came ready, so I hope you're ready for a few weeks of Doctor Who sports recaps. Because, man, you try filling 70 minutes with upbeat, engaging, interesting content. Those Mindcracker, it's harder than you'll think. That's why some of them only just talked about Minecraft, because they had fuck else to talk about. Alright, see ya.